and welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn and Earn. So, have you ever thought why HR in companies ask employees to attend an exit interview after they resign? Is it just a formality or can it actually improve the workplace? And if you are an employee, should you speak honestly or stay diplomatic during the exit interview? In this video, we will learn everything about exit interview for both employer and employee perspective. We will discuss the proper purpose, benefit, common questions, mistake to avoid and HR best practices. Whether you are an HR professional, manager, business owner or employee planning your career move, this video will help you to understand how to make an exit interview meaningful within the organization. So in this video, we will try to cover more about exit interview, like what is exit interview, when exit interview is conducted, why exit interview is important for an employee, common questions asked during an exit interview, tips for employees during the exit interview, tips for employer during the exit interview, mistake HR should avoid, common mistake to avoid by employee, and also will try to help or try to understand with the help of example what exactly the exit interview, and finally try to find some conclusion on the same. Now let's understand what is exit or exit interview exactly. An exit interview is a formal discussion between an employee who is leaving the organization and an HR representative or the manager of organization. The purpose is not to convince the employee to stay back within the organization. Instead of it, it is an opportunity to understand why the employee is resigning or leaving the organization, what their experience was, what is the company did well, and where it is lacking, where the improvement are needed, suggestions for creating a better workplace within the organization. So here we understand a well conducted exit interview provides valuable business insight that can help reduce employee turnover and employee also improve organization work culture too. So in next we will discuss when is an exit interview conducted within the organization. So there are three parts majorly. One is after the employee submits and the company accept the resignation. Second, during the notice period, typically a few days before the last working day of employee who is serving the notice period. And third is before completing the employee's final clearance and doing the exit formalities. Now, why is the exit interview important for employers? So there are the various reasons, like identify the real reason for resignation, improve employee retentions, evaluate managers' performance, enhance workplace culture, and the last, protect the employer branding. Let's try to understand all these five important of exit interview for the employers in a detail. First is identify the reason of resignation. So one of the primary objective of an exit interview is to understand the actual reason an employee has decided to leave the organization. While the official resignation letter, employee may mention or simply mention personal reason or better career opportunity. The exit interview often reveals or helps to find deeper insight. Let's try to understand the identify the real reason of resignation with the help of example. So, an employee may disclose that they felt their career growth had stopped, stuck, their workload was more, and communication with their manager was ineffective, and they received a more competitive compensation package elsewhere with other organizations. Similarly, some employees may also mention concern about work life balance, lack of recognition, office politics, or limited learning opportunity. Now, now let's move to next part, that is improve employee retention. So employee retention is costly. Recruiting, hiring, onboarding and training the new employees require significant time, resources and amount. So exit interview provides valuable information that may help the organization to retain their re- existing workforce within the organization. When HR analyze exit interview data over several months or years, they can identify the recurring trends within the organization, which help to know exact reason why the employee is leaving the organization. If many employees mention salary concern, management issue, lack of flexibility, HR can develop a targeted strategies to improve employee satisfaction. Let's try to help and try to understand with the help of example for improve employment or employee retention. Suppose 10 employees resign within the 6 month and 7 employees mentioned that they are leaving because of limited work from home flexibility. He can review its review and help with remote work policy and consider introducing hybrid work arrangement. These changes may significantly reduce the future resignation within the organization. Now let's try to understand evaluate managers or leadership effectiveness within the organization. So here employees often leave manager, not the organization. The exit interview provides HR with an opportunity to assess the effectiveness of supervisor and leaders within the organization. So let's assume with the example, if several resignations of employees report that their manager rarely provide feedback, ignored concern or failed to recognize the achievements of their teammates. Now the next is enhance workplace culture. A healthy workplace culture plays a significant role in employee satisfaction and long retention within the organization. So here the exit interview help organization to understand how employees truly experience the company culture. Let's try to understand this also with example. If multiple employees mention that departments work in isolation and communication between teams is very poor, management can introduce cross-functional meeting, collaborative projects and regular communication sessions to improve the workplace culture. In the last, protect the employer branding. Every employee leaving the organization, the employee become an ambassador for that particular organization. Their experience can influence potential candidates, customer, client, and future employees. A respectful professional exit interview demonstrates that the company values employee feedback. Let's try to understand this last part also with the help of example. A leaving employee who experiences a smooth resignation process, respectful communication, timely full and final settlement of an employee, and a meaningful exit interview is more likely to recommend the company to friends or a former colleagues. Now let's move ahead and try to understand why is an exit interview important for employees too. That is, share the honest and constructive feedback. Appreciate the positive experience you had. It suggests improvement within the organization or team. It helps to maintain good relationship for future references, and also it protect your professional reputations within the organization. Now, the common questions asked during an exit interview with the employee. So there are many. It completely depends upon employee to employee within the organization, or we can say it also depend upon organization to organization. But few common questions are like, why are you leaving the organization or the company? What did you enjoy most about working here? The time you stayed. What could company improve? Any suggestion? What influenced your decision to put the resignation and looking for other opportunity? How was your relationship with your manager? How would you describe your manager? Would you consider joining us again in the future if getting opportunity? Were you satisfied with your salary and the benefit? Did you receive enough learning, training, and career growth opportunity within the organization? How was the company culture according to you? Would you recommend this company to your friend, relative, and known? What improvement would you suggest that can be implemented within the organization? Now, there are few tips for employees during the exit interview they must follow. While attending the exit interview, the employee must be honest but stay professional. Avoid emotional or personal attack or comment. Support your feedback or remarks with facts and example for better understanding. Recognizing positive experiences along area for improvement. Don't exaggerate or make excuses you cannot support. Thank the organization for the opportunity you received to attend the exit interview. Now, let's try to understand or give the tips for HR and employer too that they should follow during the exit interview. First, create a comfortable work environment or discussion environment. Second, respect and maintain confidentiality of employee. Ask open-ended question. Listen more than you speak. Avoid becoming defensive. Record feedback systematically within the record or for future reference. Analyze the trend across multiple exit interview. Most important, take action on recurring fee. Now, the next part, mistake HR should avoid in exit interview. What HR should not do? HR should not be conducting the interview in a hurry because it is time taking process to understand the things. Interrupting the employee while employee is speaking, the HR needs to hear properly in a detail so that he will get some valuable inputs. Becoming defensive. Here, let the employee speak and try to understand his feeling and mindset instead of becoming defensive. Ignoring feedback. Always try to share feedback with the employee so that where he can improve in future. Asking leading question. Now the treating the process of as a formality. So the most important part, HR should never treat this exit interview just a formality. It is the valuable input which can take the organization to the next step. Now the common mistakes that to be avoided by the employees too. One, speaking emotionally, making personal attack or the comment. Employees should avoid sharing confidential information, speaking in angry, using offensive language, sharing false information, burning professional bridges. Employers should avoid ignoring employees' feedback, treating the interview as a formality, pressuring employees, and making promises that they cannot keep or they cannot help. Now let's try to understand with the real example of exit interview. Imagine 10 employees resign within the 6 months. During exit interview, 7 are mentioning lack of growth or poor communication from the management. This pattern tells HR that issue is not with the individual employee. It is a systematic problem. The company can then introduce a better career planning, leadership training, and the regular employee feedback session to reduce the future resignation within the organization. That's the true value of an exit interview. So let's try to move ahead with the conclusion of this video. So here we understand an exit interview is not about assigning or blame game. It's about learning, improving, and maintaining professional relationship within the organization. Employees should provide honest, respectful feedback, and employers should listen carefully and use the insights to build a better workplace for the future of an organization. When both sides approach the conversation professionally, everyone going to be get benefit or it is going to be beneficial. Thank you for watching my video, and let's connect in next video with the more valuable insight. Kindly like, watch and subscribe my video. Bye bye, take care, thank you.